welcome to Hattie's Hierophant. I am your tarot reader. If you are new to this channel, welcome Pisces or cross watcher. If you are returning, welcome back. And I'm sorry I missed you last month. Listen, I was feeling all of your beautiful energy. I received it and I thank you. Your girl is feeling good. I am rounding up on my readings here, so my voice is a little scratchy, but I'm good. So what I have decided to do for us Pisces, first of all, I'm feeling like some different energy with you. I'm feeling some beautiful energy of communication, and we're going to touch on that, and sharing your voice, sharing your truth. But before we do that, I pulled a few extra cards from some of my favorite decks that really helped me through last month, and it helps me during those times where I'm feeling a bit decisive and to where my flesh is battling with my spirits and I need to hear more from my guides. And what I pulled from was the chakra deck, and I pulled from my ancestry deck, and of course my ride or die, which is the Rider Waite. So the first card that I pulled for us Pisces is that of communication. And I'm feeling like this blue color is just like resonating with you already. So this is an energy I encourage us to focus on for the month of October. I tried to take it into November, but Spirit's like, nope, I just need them to focus on this for October. And this is the throat chakra. And this is specifically in regards to communication. And your throat chakra is right here in the center of your throat. And you want to resonate blue color there. So not only is this about communication that you verbally do here, but it's also about how you communicate in spirit. Additionally, Pisces, if you are questioning your truth, or if you're holding back your truth, this is where you're really going to have some interruption in your throat chakra. It is so important that you share what you mean and you mean what you say for the month of October. I feel like that what you say, I feel like that whatever it is that you have to say, it may fall on certain ears that aren't receptive. But when you have the truth out there, there's nothing else they can do about it. There's nothing else that can be said, twisted, or turned other than in opposition of, if you don't speak your truth, people can add on to that, right? So they can't add on to the truth, but they can certainly add on to a lie, right? And a lie is sometimes a truth that's not spoken, okay? Now, let's get on with the center of your reading. So, like I said, I'm rounding up my readings. I feel all this excitement in your energy that I just want to keep like interrupting myself. And with me rounding up the readings, this is the first reading where Spirit's like, nope, I need you to go to the ancestor cards first. And the first one that I have here is the snake energy. And if you look through tarot, and if you look through like, come on. And we have that of the snake energy. And if you look through tarot, and if you look through, and I mean look through as far as if you research tarot and if you research like totems, you know that snake energy isn't one of evil and bad. In this case, it's one of, well, I'm picking up many things, but for the most part, what I'm picking up is Pisces. It's time to shed a certain part of you. It's time to shed I feel like we need to shed this, you protecting everyone else from the real you, that you're protecting everyone else from your talents, right? It's almost like you don't want to be too big. So you've been purposely making yourself small so people don't have to see what a big star you really are, right? I almost feel like you don't want to be intimidating. So I feel like that Spirit is encouraging you, right? And I have a feeling it has a lot to do with this communication chakra that we're being encouraged to really focus on and meditate in, right? Let people see that real you. Yep, and then I have this of the Spirit Fox. This is another energy that I pulled from the Ancestry deck. And on the card itself, it says, trust your talents in changing times. That snake is already telling us that times are changing. That snake is telling us that it's time for you to change. And really, it's time to really show your true talents and show how talented you are. I almost feel like that the folks you've been around and the environment that you've been in, you've kind of... You know, like I said, you've been holding yourself back. It's almost like they've been using your talents, or your talents have been used to make themselves look good, right? And in some cases, it's not even like a using as in a bad way. It's almost like you were doing it so well and so seamlessly anyway. They were like, just let Pisces go ahead and do it. And I have this here of the Shaman as well. This is also from the Ancestral deck. And if you look at his crown, right? If you look at his crown, that is that of the owl. And the owl represents wisdom. And what comes with wisdom typically is trials and tribulations. And Pisces, I feel like you've been through a lot of them. And they feel emotional. They feel like almost like you've been challenged. And the challenge has been, you know, do I stay? Do I go? Do I move? Do I not? So I'm really feeling that. And this is an energy that encourages you to listen to what Spirit is telling you. You hear it. And the most interesting thing, Pisces, in my opinion, out of all the zodiacs, you dabble in and out of spirit constantly, which is why people can't really identify with you all the time. You may find that people are like, you don't seem like a Pisces, right? Or they're always trying to give you another zodiac to attach to you, because no one can really identify you as a whole. And that's because you do so much teetering between spirit and here in the 3D. So trust in what Spirit is telling you during those times where you are getting downloads and messages, and even just an intuitive feeling. You've been getting that too. Trust those feelings. Trust that gut feeling. When to move, when to go, when to stay, when to say, and when not to say anything at all, right? And that's also a part of that communication chakra. And just so you know, I'm focusing on that throat chakra during this reading with you as we go through this reading. Now, I want to focus on the Rider deck, and this is going to give your overall general reading here. And the center of your reading is that of the Three of Pentacles. And really, that's all about collaboration in a work type of environment that I'm seeing for a lot of you. I'm seeing a lot of you going to like a new job, right? A new career, or like a new position even. Or a lot of us are really thinking about moving into a different position. Some of you Pisces may even be speaking to different employers, right? Working on your resume. Some of us are even going back to school, or really, I don't want to say back to school. For some of you, it's going to be back to school, but some of you are really searching out a different type of degree, a different type of education, something to kind of smooth out what you're currently doing. So perhaps you're getting like a master's or a PhD or something like that. I feel like you're adding to the education that you already have. So now we're going to go into your moon energy. This is where your emotions are. This is where you have conversations with Spirit, and this is where you manifest as well. We have that of the Six of Cups. The King of Pentacles, he's been showing up in a lot of readings. And the Two of Wands. So I'm really, you know what? Yeah. So I'm getting a few energies here. So some of us, the reason why some of you actually want to leave a job, or you want to leave a career, and I feel like some of you have been with a particular company or in a particular field for a while, and the reason you want to leave it is because it's not the same. It feels different. It doesn't resonate the same, and you no longer agree with the frequency, right? And that's very important to you because you are an emotional sign. You're an emotional person. And I don't mean that in the way of every time you see a Pisces, they're breaking down in tears. No, I mean, you pick up on things intuitively. And if something's not vibing right, then it's not vibing with you, right? That's just who you are, Pisces, and something hasn't been vibing with you. And it hasn't been vibing with you for a while. And you've been patient, like you've been waiting for it to kind of come back around, but it hasn't been coming back around. As a matter of fact, you're almost disappointed with like the powers that be, whether it's a CEO or the owner or whomever. It's like they look different to you, right? And they are different. Pisces is what I'm seeing, that they are different. And hey, FYI, they're not going to change back. They kind of like who they are now, right? So it is a choice that we're making. And we're obviously making a choice to go down our own path. You see, by the time you get the Two of Wands, this is already a decision that's made, and you made it. You made it because you have the world in your hands, and that's not anyone's world, that's yours. And you're deciding to go on this journey. And with those mountains in the background, mountains represent spiritual journeys. But I also see homes in the background as well. And I also see water, right? You need the whole kit and caboodle. You need the whole vibe. You need the whole frequency. And you feel like the only way that you're going to achieve that and get that is if you go out and seek it. Let's see how that translates into your sun energy. This is also your ego. This is where you're seen and how people see you. And we have that of the Nine of Wands. The Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. I see a beautiful ending and a beautiful beginning, right? Because this 9 and this 10, so 9s are endings and 10s are the cleanup behind behind the ending. There's something that you were finished with and done. It's like I've given it all I could give. I've put in all I could put in. Now it's time for me to move on to what resonates with Pisces, right? What resonates with Pisces. You're obviously on this spiritual journey, and I feel like that's kind of where it started. Again, it's just the frequency just doesn't vibe with you, right? And it's really, I feel like this emotional hurt, emotional disappointment with how things are kind of panning out. And you feel like you don't have a choice because you're like, I can't no longer be a representative of this organization if it no longer identifies with me. How can I defend something I don't believe in anymore? And I feel like that it's not necessarily something bad, Pisces. I feel like it's just not you. It's just not vibing with you. I also feel like perhaps one of you Pisces, in regards to love, right? I do feel like that you've been in a relationship for a very long time. And you've been through the goods and the bads, and you understand that the yin and the yang, like that happens. Like you have a great understanding of that. I do feel like that you're trying to move it in a different direction. So either, I feel like you're trying to move your partner, like you're trying to push your partner into a different direction. I don't know if you're trying to push your partner to get on the same like vibe as you, to where you both are in agreement to something. I feel like that you're not on the same page, and you're trying to get back on the same page, because this isn't a relationship you're interested in ending. It's a relationship you're interested in, like, hey, let's see if we both can be on this road, because right now it feels like we're approaching a fork, and you don't want that. Yeah. All right, so we are going to expand on your moon energy. I just made a big old mess, Pisces. Yeah. Oh my goodness, Crystal. Me and these cards today. Me and these cards today. So I expand on that Six of Cups, and I have that of the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So obviously, I am feeling like that, yeah, especially at work. So whatever work means to you, whatever job means to you, whatever career means to you, right? And it's different for a lot of us. Some of us are teachers. Some of us are in sales. Some of us are in travel, right? Some of us are doctors. Like whatever the case, wherever your place of business is, it feels nuts. It feels like everything is just chaotic, right? You can't separate the good from the bad because it's all mixed in, and it's just like, man, it's like having these chocolate covered apples and somebody put hot sauce on it. It's like, what is happening? Like, that's how it feels. I want to expand on that. Yeah, Pisces, it's not going to go back to how it was. It's just not, right? I expanded and I got the Justice card in reverse. And typically I don't read reversals, but I'm feeling like Spirit is pushing me to start reading reversals. You won't get justice in that, right? There isn't going to be any fairness. There isn't going to be any balancing. It isn't going to go back to how it was. So however it used to be, and whatever love that was there, and I'm not talking about relationship. This is really work related. And perhaps for some of you, it is relationship, right? Because there is Libra energy here. And there's some earth energy here as well, along with some water energy here as well. And that could be, you, Pisces, who's kind of interacting with, earth or Libra. Nonetheless, the good old days are gone, is what I'm getting. The good old days are just, they're gone, okay? And let me continue. So I expanded on that Two of Wands. And I got that of the Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands. Right? Twos are about making a decision, and threes are about I've decided to go. I've decided to travel. I've decided to get out of here. So there's a decision that you made and you had to make it because you emotionally just don't resonate there anymore. Right? And again, if we're talking about relationships, I am feeling like that some of us are going to make a decision to end this relationship. I'm sorry. It is what it is. If this is a cross watcher, I'm sorry. I feel like that, like this Pisces has almost been giving you like these hints, if they haven't downright said it and said, hey, something's different here, right? Something's not vibing anymore. I used to burn for you, and now it's just different. I don't know why. I've been trying to get it back, but it's not. Right? When I expand on that King of Pentacles, I got that of the Five of Cups. There's some emotional disappointment here, right? And perhaps, and I'm sorry, perhaps Pisces, you're like, I know I shouldn't be focusing on all the things that she's not. I know I shouldn't be focusing on the thing that he's not doing, right? But I am, and it's killing me. It's changing how I feel. Normally when I get this energy, I always encourage that energy to turn around and look at the cups that they have filled. But in this case, it feels like, no, those cups are for me. Those cups that are spilled, I gave those to you. I gave you more than I had. And look what you did to them. No, those cups are for me. That's how I feel. And the reason I feel this way, we have the World card and the Death card. There's a cycle that's ending. There's a cycle where Pisces is like, done. And I feel like you gave so much. I feel like you gave everything you had. I feel like you gave more than what you had. Almost like you wanted to give them extra rope, not to hang themselves, but so you can go further. You were almost more interested in their success than you were your own. And something changed, Pisces. Speak your truth, baby. Speak your truth. We have that communication chakra right there. And I feel like that whatever it is that you need to say, you need to say it. And like we were saying earlier, the receiver may not receive it well, but by the time you get the truth out there, like what else is there? What else is there beyond the truth? Right? Yeah. Listen, so whatever is changing in spirit, because there's some things that you have manifested here. And really, I feel like that what's happening in spirit, it was kind of meant to happen, right? Like that World card is there. This was all karmic. This karmically had to happen. That's why we had the Death there, right? We have that Justice card that's reversed. Like all that stuff that happened, it had to happen in order for you to push forward, in order for you to go on this journey, or else you would have been stuck. Come on, Pisces, think about it. Do you seriously want to be stuck where you were 6 months ago, a year ago? Wherever you were 6 months, a year ago, did you really want to stay there for the rest of your life? No, you didn't. So this was necessary, right? And by the time the World card shows up, and it also represents that beautiful energy of checks and balances, Saturn. Saturn gets such a bad rap, but the beauty in that energy is she sets stuff straight. And there's something that needs to be set straight. And what I'm seeing in your sun energy is beautiful transformation. So I expand on that 10 of Wands. And I got that of the, I'm about to say of the Venus, of the Empress, and that of the 4 of Pentacles. So once you move on, and you will, because we got a 10, we have a Death card, we have the World card. Once you move on, look at all that bright, beautiful yellow, right? And that gold energy, that represents your crown, your solar chakra. That's 6 inches above your crown chakra. And it's all about protecting, right? Look at him holding on to those coins. That's all about protection and stability and creativity, right? It encompasses all those things. Your communication, your sensuality, your stability. That's why you see all this bright gold color and prosperity. And I just see this beautiful energy of I keep hearing freedom. Like you feel this freedom. You know what? Really, because you're allowed to be yourself. There's something. Listen, Pisces, I just can't seem to say it enough, right? Once you speak your truth, once you move in your truth, right? And there's some movement that has to happen. Once you move in your truth, there's this freedom you are going to have. And you're going to be like, shucks, I should have did this a long time ago. And when I expand on that 9 of Wands, we get that of the Sun energy and that of the 8 of Cups, right? So we are, yes, some of us are walking away from a relationship that we've had for years and years. And some of us, it's an emotional walk away. It's not just a physical one, but it's an emotional one. And when you do that, right, you walk into your authentic self. Like I said, there's a weight that's on your shoulder of stuff you've just been putting up with. You've been putting up with mediocrity and complacency. And you're like, I'm done. I am finished. And once you release that energy, because it's been burdenous. It's been burdenous. It's been burdenous. Once you release that energy, one of my favorite sayings, one of my favorite things to say is authenticity. There's peace in that. There's peace in an authenticity. This is the most beautiful energy in the deck, the Sun card, and it's in your Sun energy. What? Pisces. When I expand on that Knight of Wands, baby, get that of the Magician, that of the Page of Wands. Now, we're going to stop there before I get that third card, right? So we already have this movement. And you kind of decide to make a move kind of midway between the game, right? So I don't know if you were about to be promoted and you're like, no, or you're about to be promoted and that promotion never happened. There's something there, right? Perhaps you were in this relationship, you were about to get married, you should have, like the engagement should happen. Like there was something to where you were about to level up, or you're about to take it to another level. Let's say that. It was about to go to another level. And you decided midway, like before they even brought the ring out, or before you even brought the, you already bought the ring and you had it in your pocket and you were about to propose, Pisces, and something made you say, no, switching gears. And now you're going in a different direction. Look at this, going in a different direction. And once you get this Magician card, and again, this represents, the magician represents one of many things, communication. This is truth that you speak because it's delivered from spirit. He is the messenger, right? And with this magician card showing up in your sun energy, this is saying, Spirit's got you. You want to know why? Because I gave you all the tools. You have all the tools in your toolbox. You have the cups. You have the pentacle. You have the sword. You have the wand. If you seek truth, you got it. If you seek a foundation, you got it. You need that passion, that drive and force to push you there. And emotionally, you're about to be set straight because you're releasing some stuff. We have some Leo energy here. This is also another energy that I expanded on. And it's that strength. And this is all about not taming the lion, but taming the person, the lion or the lioness within, right? Getting a hold of, really, I don't want to say getting a hold of your emotions because it doesn't feel that way. It feels more like being okay with being big, right? I just feel like you're like large, Pisces. I feel like that what you have to give to us, to give to the world and to prove to yourself is much larger than where you've been, right? I feel like that you've been like muffled. I feel like you've been stifled, right? And it's not that somebody was doing it to you. You were doing it to yourself because you just didn't want anyone else to feel small. That was sweet. But now it's time for you to expand. Now, when I go into your immediate present, I have that of the 7 of Pentacles. And let's just talk about this for a minute. This is an energy of great concentration, putting your things in order, lining them up for your next move. Some of us, again, like I said, we're going to be focusing on expanding our degree or expanding our education, right? Some of us are really going to be focusing on our own business. Some of us are focusing on getting our lives together, getting our paperwork together, filling out divorce papers, right? Filling out papers of you need to get the out papers, right? You need to take a hike. Some of us are signing a new contract, right? Whatever the case, this is a new focus on you, and I love it. And then I have that of the 6 of Wands, and these 2 cards are flanking your 3 of Pentacles, and this is part of your immediate present. So what I can see is whatever work that you're putting in is going to be one that is celebrated, because by the time there is a parade for Pisces, that means you put work in and it's been recognized, right? And that energy I get is not necessarily recognized from, the public, but kind of recognized in the sense that you're going to be able to look back and say, I can't believe I put up with that for so long. I can't believe that I held myself back for that, for them, right? I don't know why you did it either, Pisces. Because I can tell you one thing. All the Pisces I know, when they are at their fullest potential, you talk about a beast, honey. Put a Pisces on it. I'm serious. I am serious. All right. So we did some expansion in your immediate present, and I have that of the King of Swords and the 4 of Cups. So, you know what? Listen, in my real life, right, I am a hopeless romantic. I've been accused of romanticizing everything, right? I do not like to talk about breakups or separations, but I have to tell you what I see. I hope you can appreciate that, Pisces. And this isn't for all Pisces, right? This could be that energy that's like in your immediate and constant energy, right? Because sometimes that filters through to these general readings. But what I see And I don't know if it's going to be 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 weeks, 4 months, right? Typically, when I get Four of Cups, it really does signify a timeline for me. And in some cases, I'm hearing 7 months. This relationship, this thing that's not working, is going to work itself out, right? And I do feel like it is going to involve because this is truth. By the time the King of Swords show up, he's giving it to you like it is, right? Not like the Queen of Swords. Sometimes she can be a little brassy, right? The King of Swords is like, as a matter of fact, right? It's almost like I see you saying, as a matter of fact, this is what I've been doing this whole time while you've been doing nothing. And I loved you anyway, right? As a matter of fact, I've been putting all this work in and you haven't even been paying me, and I was doing it anyway. As a matter of fact, like that's what I'm getting. And you're like, and you expected me to be happy with that? You expected me to be happy whatever little crumb you threw my way? That's who you thought I was. Now I'm pissed off at me because I led you to believe that. So listen, when I expanded on that Six of Wands, I got that of the Nine of Swords in reverse with the King of Cups. Honey, Pisces, you don't even care anymore. You don't even care anymore. I love it. And it's not that energy of, it doesn't feel like I'm gonna get you back. It doesn't feel like, yeah, you deserve this. It's kind of like, I couldn't have given you any more. And I don't care if you come on your knees. I don't care if you come in with more money. I don't care if you're telling me I'm about to be promoted. I don't care if you have a diamond ring. I don't care if you're saying we can start having babies. I don't care. Bye-bye. You see, because when this king is on his block of cement and the waters are rapid, do you see him trembling? Does he look afraid? Pisces says, I wish you would. Honey, the things I know about a Pisces, child. Thing I know about a Pisces, they are underrated. People underestimate you, Pisces. I know this, right? Listen, I expanded on that Three of Pentacles, and I have that of the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Hermit. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. Hope that wasn't loud in your ear. So the energy I'm getting here, right? So I don't know if something kind of happened in September for you, Pisces. But what kind of jumped all of this off? What kind of jumped off this this feeling of like, I'm ready to quit? That's what I'm hearing. Like, I'm ready to quit. It wasn't like it was like this big thing that happened, because you forgave the big things, actually. You kind of forgave those things that you probably shouldn't have forgiven. But it was these little things, these little jabs, these little innuendos, this passive-aggressive behavior, to where it all added up, and you're like, I can't anymore, right? You went looking for something else. And, the Hermit also represents, packing stuff up, right? Getting your stuff together. Because, there's something relaxing in packing, right? Because while we are packing, we're also deciding where to keep certain things, to let certain things go. So even if it's not a physical packing, there's something that you are packing away, and there's certain emotions, and there's certain activities, and there's certain things that you accepted before. You're like, I'm not taking that into my new cycle. I'm not taking the disrespect. I'm not taking the abuse, because in some cases, some of you were abused. And I don't necessarily see physical, but I do see like that mental abuse through a passive aggressive behavior, through here's more work for you and you won't get paid, or through disrespect. You know what? You're not supposed to be in this position because you look like this and you act like that. So I'm gonna treat you like that, even though you're running the show, right? It's like it's disrespect. And you've decided to pack it up. All right, so I just want to expand on this Hermit energy. So I got that of the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords. What a beautiful way to end your reading. I mean, we were just talking about, if you feel that energy, like look at his face, like I've had enough. I've had enough. Guess what? I'm starting my own thing. I'm going my own direction with my own ideas because I'm done with you. Pisces. All right, to review, to recap, what we're going to focus on for the month of October is our throat chakra. It's that beautiful color blue. During your meditations, just focus your energy there. It's going to help you speak your truth, know your truth, and also hear and listen to spirit. Know when to speak and know when not to speak. It's all those things in regards to communication, which are really important for you for October. I see some transformation happening in your spirit energy. So I can certainly see that if you're not thinking about ending something to begin something new, spirit is working on it for you. So don't wait for spirit to do it for you, because when spirit does it to you, when they've given you warnings, I don't know why, but spirit will take the rug and pull it from under you to where you have to make a decision. So before then, listen to those spirits, listen to those signs, trust in spirit, right? You have the wisdom. You've already bumped your head a few times already to know what's coming next. And what I see coming next for you are beautiful things that resonate with you, things that fit your integrity, things that ring in your same frequency. All right, so let's go ahead and pull your angel card. More energy for us to resonate in for October. All right. Spirit, it's spirit. Freedom. What? Oh my God, I just got the chills, Pisces. I'm about to tear up. There is freedom in your frippin' truth. There is freedom in you being as big as you want to be, as large as you want to be, right? I don't care if you don't look the part. I don't care if you don't sound like the part. If you out there killing the game, forget about everybody else. All right, Pisces, look, I absolutely adore you. I'm going to see you for September before I mess up all my makeup, okay? See you next month.